Hello. Well, 3 videos uploaded to the channel less than a week. This is a bit of an achievement, actually, all things considered. It is a rather stormy, wet and cold afternoon here in Wellington. The region has been battered by some quite nasty winds and rain and all sorts of other things. There's actually been a couple of power flickers as well here, so hopefully the power doesn't go off while I'm doing this video. But if it does, oh well, we'll deal with that if it even happens. But yeah, it's going to be a rather cold night too. It's already down to about 8 degrees, going from a balmy 19 degrees of yesterday. But oh well, we'll just see how things go. But what you're looking at is a 1954 Clipper radio made by Accurate Industries here in New Zealand. These were in production for about 3 years. And they were the rival to the Bell Colt. I got there's a lot of information on these on Steve Dunford's excellent vintage radio website. I will actually put a link to it in the description down below, and I'll also briefly show you the website on my computer as well, my computer screen, so you can kind of see what it's about. Yeah, so we'll have a look at the set, and it doesn't go. I admit I've done 2 little repairs on it. I have had the chassis out of the case, and I thought to myself, hang on, I can do a video on this. So I pretty much stopped what I was doing, slid the chassis back in the case, put the knobs on, and I thought I could show it to you, and we could sort of all look at it and go through it. And you can I don't know if one of these has even been featured on YouTube, but if not, well, this could be the first time. Yeah, so quite a nice cabinet, as you can see. Unfortunately, it has got a crack on that side. I've had this thing for years, and I dropped the bloody thing on the floor one day. It's been shifted several times, in boxes and other moves. But yeah, that's pretty much the front of the set. This is in good condition. It's pretty tidy all round. These did come to these also did come in a selection of colours as well. Red, I think red and blue and brown and black, and I think green. But like I said, I'll give you a quick look on the website, on Steve's website, and you'll soon see what I'm talking about. So as I said, made about 1954. There are two versions of this. There's an early and a later. This is an early version. Using rim-lock valves. So yeah, it's obviously it's been in a smoker's house too at some point, because you can see all the nicotine. And the cabinet was quite yellow. I've actually cleaned the cabinet up. It was quite grotty. Like I said, I've had the chassis out, and I've done a couple of little things to it, and I'll explain when I get it out. So we'll do that. Actually, before we go any further, I did print off the circuit. I have to excuse the wind and the rain. If it's certainly lashing the workshop at the moment. But luckily, the rain is not so heavy that it's so hard on the roof I can't hear myself think. It's just light rain at the moment, but it could get worse. So it's a superhet receiver. I think IF's 455 kilohertz IF transformers. It's just a fairly basic, straightforward set, nothing fancy. Doesn't use any negative feedback in the audio. It's just got a volume and a tone control. And yeah, so ECH42, EF41, EBC41, EL41, and EZ40, all rim-lock valves, which I have got. I've got a couple of boxes full of them actually, and there you go. Acrad Radio Corp, Waihi, New Zealand. So Acrad was also Pi and Acrad also went together as well. So yeah, so yes, that's pretty much the circuit there. And it's fairly self-explanatory and basic. So yeah, I got the circuit off Steve's website as well, and all the information on there about these sets is up there as well. Back in one sec. Okay, let's take the thing out of the cabinet. Sometimes these little screw heads like to stick or rust inside here, but luckily these knobs were quite easy to get off. Not too bad at all. One thing I haven't done to this, I have not plugged it in. In fact, I don't think I've ever plugged this set in actually. I acquired it years and years ago, probably 20 odd years ago I acquired this. And it's pretty much just sat around in my collection ever since. And I thought, right, let's do something with this. I have got a brown one, and I've got a red one too. You can see that crack. You can see that crack in the cabinet there, even a bit chipped off the side. But I may glue the cabinet, although I might just leave it as it is and wait for a better cabinet to come along, because these are really common. These aren't rare or obscure or hard to find. The ones, the coloured cabinet ones are, but the white is the standard, most common colour that these things come out in. So we'll just extract the cabinet now, like that. Put the cabinet up there so it won't fall off and smash. That'll be the last thing we want. Okay. So here's a bit of a look at there's a bit of a top view of the chassis itself. Yeah, so yeah, as I said, really common radios. Must have made hundreds and hundreds of these things. So I've got your two IF transformers there, output transformers there, tuning capacitor there, loudspeaker, EBC41 there, EZ41, EL41, E41. So all nicely laid out. And I'll turn it around the front. Try not to put my finger through the speaker. That'll be really good, wouldn't it? I might actually take those when I spin the chassis. I'll take the screws out. So here's the front of the radio. Pretty straightforward. The only thing I've done to this, I've had the speaker off and glued the cone and everything up, because this whole surround had come away and the spider had come away, and I thought I'm not going to even attempt to do anything with this set until I actually fix the speaker. Because, there's nothing more annoying than a speaker that's scraping or buzzing. So that bit of paper, I think, was put on, that was already on there. But the cone is moving nice and free now. And yeah, just put some, basically I just wasn't going to do anything before repairing the speaker. And the other thing that was wrong with it is that the tuning mechanism was absolutely seized. This would hardly turn. So I've greased the tuning capacitor up and the oil on the bearings and freed it up now. It is actually moving nice, a lot better than what it was, because the last thing I want is that dial string to break, because it actually was under a fair bit of tension. I've cleaned the tuning capacitor too. It was a bit grotty. It's still squeaking a bit there, but I'll probably put a bit of grease on the tuning indicator on the plate, on the backing plate, to shut it up a wee bit. But now I believe these. So yeah, so all these stations on the dial glass were all hand drawn, and I've seen some of them where the actual the printing's really light, and other times it's been really dark, and other times all the, I don't know whether it's the paint, but all the paint's all blown out, and all the words, all the letters kind of all merged together in blobs. But this one here is actually pretty good. I have actually got a later one. I've got a later one as a spare parts donor chassis. I will actually show that as well, so you can sort of see that's got different IF transformers in it. So that's a later revision. Minus the speaker, and the power transformer has been changed too. It's not the original power transformer. Okay, so anyhow, enough of my waffling. I tend to go on a bit, don't I? So here's but you all want to see. This is the nudie, or underneath view of the radio. And as you can see, it's pretty much original. There's been a couple of repairs done. I'll just take those screws out so the thing's not catching on the carpet and getting scraped around. Just put those, move those off to one side. Yes, so looks like a couple of resistors have been changed. They'll be probably B plus droppers to that valve or something. No, it's going to ground. Hang on, I've just realised what that is actually. That is, so the yellow one will be, that's the cathode bypass resistors from the EL41, because that yellow section is probably about a 20 or 40 UF capacitor. Oh, lights just dimmed a bit then. Hopefully the power doesn't go off. Yeah, so these would be your B plus droppers to your screens and your anodes of the two RF valves. So yes, so that's a replacement. That's been replaced. But everything else actually looks fairly original in there. Actually, original power transformer. That filter cap looks like it's had a bit of a bloody blowout. Oh my God, I might just put my light over here a bit and see. Yeah, no, there's a bit of crusty shit down there. I bet that cap's open circuit, or it'll probably hum when I turn it on. I can almost guarantee that. But yeah, it's all fairly straightforward. Yeah, so there you go. And the tone controls up the volume, that's volume, and that's tone, of course. So I'm probably just repeating myself over and over here again, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, so that's pretty much a look at the chassis. Before we go any further, I might just pause the video and I'll just show you briefly the information on the website. Right, so the website is called the New Zealand Vintage Radio Project. I said I'll include a link down below in the description. But yeah, so this is Steve's excellent website. I know I've probably said that now about 4 or 5 times, so I'll stop repeating myself. Yeah, this pretty much goes through the history of this particular model and the variations. There's a couple of shots of the chassis there, and underneath. What's happened there? Oh, just I'm trying to do this while looking at the camera, aren't I? And there's the circuit I printed off, and there's the valve location, and a bit of information about, I think, decoding the serial number in regards to model type and date and all that sort of thing. But as you can see along the top here, yeah, quite a few variations of colours, and there was even a I think there's even a wooden one too. There was even a wooden one as well, and a couple of dial variations too. I think that may have been a rebrand, because I think these came under different names as well, just rebranding. So there, made in 1954. It was in production for about 3 years. So yeah, a really good site if you want to look up information on New Zealand made radios. Okay, I've got my meter hooked up to it. Well, got the negative lead on the chassis. Got it plugged into my variac, which is over there. And I've got my can monitor mains and current consumption at the same time. Let's see how this goes using one hand. So I probably need one of those overhead cameras or something different set up, but I've only got my phone, so it seems to do the job. So anyhow, let's turn the thing on and give it about 140 volts and just see what happens. Very little current draw at the moment. Let's mind you the rectifier's got to warm up and start conducting it, hasn't it? So oh, hello. Okay. Well, listening to that, it definitely sounds like one side of the filter cap is definitely open. You can hear that AC hum. So that's, I had a gut feeling that that'll be the case, just looking at the crusties around the pins of that cap, of the filter cap. I'm only drawing yeah, 140 volts or 6 watts, so there's no excessive current being drawn. So okay, I might go and get a temporary filter cap, and we'll find out which side is open. So back in a sec. Okay, got a lovely old Elna axial cap here, nice quality 1970s cap, right for testing purposes. So I wonder which side is open. We'll do the side here. No. There we go. So that's the faulty one there. That's the open cap. So we might just temporarily take that in. That is perfectly safe. Well, some people might be cringing right now, but I mean, this is only for test purposes, and you know, I'm no expert, I'm no professional. I just do this as a hobby. But I do repair valve radios for customers as well. I also do valve radio repairs as well, and you know, again, I'd only restore it properly with new components, mains, fuse, new power cord, all that sort of thing. This is my own set, so I'm not too overly worried about if I put second-hand parts or anything in there. Yeah, this is mainly just a fun video, just to see if I can get this thing to go. And yep, I'll probably end up restoring this set anyway for myself, and because I've got so many radios to fix. I've got that whole garage full of them, so you never know, you might see some on the channel at some later stage. Right, so what's our B plus at the moment? Oh, it's a B plus at, so 154 now. So let's bring the radio up. Let's bring the power up a wee bit more. Let's go to, say, I don't know. Let's go to 180 volts. Yeah, 175 volts. Let's see what's happening here. What are we now? I might just move this a bit closer to the camera. Hang on. Let's move that over there. Let's move that over there. Try not to get zapped off it. And we'll move this closer to the radio itself. There we go. So we're sorry about this, guys. I'm jumping around a fair bit. There we are. So about 190 volts there. 204. Let's. Okay, these B plus droppers are not open, which is good. Have we got any volts happening on the output valve? No. I would have thought there would have been a wee bit of cathode voltage there actually. Sorry about that. I might have had so nothing there. Okay, what's going on here? We've got an open circuit. It's going to the anode of the EBC footer. Well, no, that seems to be working all right. So what's going on here? I've got nothing. There should be something happening with 178 volts. There should be something going on. Whether the valve's faulty or something, or maybe it's not in the socket or something like that. Okay, let's see if we can move this and have a bit of a look and see. I don't think that valve's actually lit, to be honest. Interesting, very interesting. Let's just get this thing on its side and have a look, see what's going on. No, that valve's not even lit. It's probably poor connections. These sockets are crap. They always seem to be dirty. Hang on a second. I might just let me just pause this for a second, and I'll get something to prop the radio up. Back in a sec. There we are. Paintbrush handle does wonders. But you know, that valve's not even lit. What's going on here? Hang on, swap hands for a second. That should be alright. That valve must be faulty, I'm guessing. Okay. What's up with that socket? The socket looks all right. It's a bit grotty in there, but it's no worse than others I've seen. Put it back in again. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's probably why. Someone's put it in wrong, because I can actually put it in with the locating locating bubble, or with the locating bubble around the other. So it was inserted like that. It was actually inserted. Yeah, there it was actually inserted like it was inserted like that. So the little nib. That might be why. Let's put it in the right way and see what happens. Oh, there we go. Oh, funny that filament's lighting now. Okay. Now things should be happening. Right, let's see, we've got the cathode voltage now. As I said, my videos are not pre-rehearsed. They're just on the go, on the fly. We've got some cathode voltage happening now, so the output valve is conducting, and we have some noise which sounds like motorboating. Okay, maybe it needs a wee bit more, maybe. Okay. I'd say that side of that filter cap was also open. Considering it changes when I put the meter on, it's probably creating a wee bit of capacitance. Okay, yep. There we go. So that's definitely open as well. Okay. This poor radio wouldn't have stood a chance of going. I can guarantee that cap probably went open decades ago. In fact, I'll tell you what, that's actually probably what stopped the set from working. Yeah, no, alright, we only drawing 18 watts, 196 volts, so still, I said, no excessive current draw there. Okay, I'll tack another cap across that other filter cap, and we'll come back and see if we can get some noise out of it. Okay, I've tacked a couple of filter caps in there temporarily. It's not very pretty. It's actually pretty amateurish actually, but well, yeah, it's only for testing purposes anyway. So right, we'll put the power on again, and we'll see what happens this time. Yeah, rectifier's starting to conduct. Oh, I've just seen what I've done. Naughty, naughty. Put the 22 micron back to front. Oh, good grief. Bloody hell, Glenn. Okay, it's been a rather long day actually, so yeah, okay. Well, there you are. Hey, you know, we all make mistakes, and I made a mistake. I thought, well, only getting about 50 volts. Something's not right here. Anyhow, I'll put the cap in the right way and we'll try again. Right. The 22 mic cap is now in the correct way, not in back to front. So we'll try that again. This makes me look like a complete bloody amateur, doesn't it? But oh well, we all make mistakes, and it didn't go bang, and the cap will be fine. So I'm sure we'll probably get That's looking a bit more promising. There we are. What have we got on our EL41? Oh, yep, starting to conduct. At least the output transformer was not open. That's a good thing. I'm sort of finding some of the output trainees and these things are starting to go open too. Guess we're just storage conditions and age and dampness. I'm guessing just, you know, old things crapping out. Right, do we actually? Don't have much happening, do we? No, nothing much. Oh. Oh, there we go. There's a bit of audio there. Huh. Well. I'm not surprised. These things pretty much just go. They just go until they don't go anymore. These things are pretty bulletproof old radios. These. Just hook it up to my aerial and unplug the annoying light. Let me just unplug this for a second. Just unplug that light for a second. Need 2 hands for this.
Well, I just think that is an absolute miracle.
Stupid light.
Now, for those listening, what would you say?
Well, there you go. It lives.
They might be thinking, yeah, I could give my money
awesome.
here, I could give my money there.
Audio's a bit distorted, but well.
They have 15. So we have more ministers in the UK. That doesn't make sense. He's going to be with us.
Okay, class, let's go. Keep a steady rhythm. Keep those. Any food waste is collected in compost and the trays are returned.
The 50s, such as community strength and balance classes and the Nimble training app at acc.co.nz.
Tone control's not doing much. Could be dirty or open.
And the way you do it does
I'll check that later on. But no, that's looking very promising. Actually, very promising indeed.
And so we're trying
The fact that it receives stations and produces audio. Well, the battle is half over. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Actually, pretty pleased indeed.
Have a cup of tea with Sharon one day.
And only drawing about 30 watts at 230 volts. Yeah. I tell you what, I could probably leave it like this, to be honest, but I'm not going to. I'll go through and do all the remedial things that it needs and so forth. Now, that might flag some copyright, so better take that off station. But well, there you go. It's it's all going.
Experience installing dream bathrooms. Sell property. With Bridge. Rail set to retire the other Teddy.
And that noise there, that comes from my Rinnai hot water gas electronics panel inside the house. That's what that noise is. Bloody annoying at times too. Sometimes it can actually. Luckily, there's no station there.
Was reporter Louise Tanu. The principal of Kaitau Intermediate School in Rotorua, Phil Palfrey, has been in a meeting with David Seymour this afternoon, and Phil joins us now.
So yeah, that's obviously a win-win result all around. It obviously proves that everything's working. There's no shot. IF transformers, output transformers fine, power transformers fine. Well, at this point in time, everything's all good. So that's a good result actually. Now I'll just go grab that other spare chassis and I'll show you that one. So this, the other one is a later revision, so I'll just go grab that and I'll show it to you. Okay, so this is the other one that I've got. As you can see, the cabinet is, well, brown, but somebody's think someone's actually painted it black. And as you can see, the actual writing on that is a bit more finer, whereas the writing on that one's a bit more, so the actual lettering's different. So not quite sure why that is. Just it is what it is. So I'll take this out of the chassis, take this out of the cabinet, and you'll see the differences there. This one's minus its speaker. So but yeah, as you can see, it's got different IF cans, but essentially is the same set, pretty much. I bet that's open as well. Underneath it's essentially the same. Oh, gee, that's a bit rough looking, man. That's nice and safe. God, even I wouldn't do that. But yeah, same set. There's a couple of wax caps on this one here. Yeah, probably. I think there is a couple of. There might be a few little differences. They obviously would have been production changes as well throughout the set's life, but essentially the same thing. Yeah. So. Wonder if this turns. Oh man, that's stiff. Yeah, this is what the other one was like, really stiff to turn. I'm not going to try and force it anymore, but oh yeah, it's freed up a wee bit now. Yeah, I'm sure if I chucked the speaker on this, it would probably go. I'd say it would probably work. If I hook up a speaker to it, would probably work. Yeah. Maybe I should actually, for a bit of a giggle. Maybe I should wire a speaker up to it and see if it goes. Yeah. Just needs a valve basically. The ECH42 is missing, but I think I might leave that for another video. I've kind of rambled on enough here, and I really need to go inside. So yeah. Oh well, that's a look at the Clipper 5M4 valve radio from the mid-1950s. Yeah, well, yeah, I'll pretty much end the video here, and hope you enjoyed this look at it. And I'm tempted to get it going, and then put in a replacement filter cap and backwards. That's always good for a laugh. So yeah, but yeah. All right, I'll end it here, and yeah, that's it from Krusty's Workbench for now. Catch you later. Well, slight change of plan. I was going to go out, but where I was going to, they've had a tree blow over on their drive, so no access. So that's completely changed my evening's plans, but that's cool. But it means that I can actually put power on this thing, and we're going to sort of give it a brute force power up and see if we can get any life out of this crusty looking chassis. So yeah, well, I've hooked up a speaker to it. Got a nice Philips speaker there, got my meter on it, so let's put some power on it and see what it does. But yeah, that's dodgy as, man, I don't like that at all. But anyhow, we shall see what happens. What's happening here? Not a lot. So we'll probably give it about 100 volts. No, give it about 150 volts. Let's get daring. It's drawing some current there. Oh yeah, looks like things are happening. Alright, we'll go over here. We've got B plus that's climbing. Oh, don't hear any hum from the speaker, so obviously the filter cap must be alright. In fact, it's all very dead actually. Oh, hello. Yeah, output stage is conducting. No audio. What's the bet the output transformer's open? I was just talking about that, wasn't I, on the previous video about the output transformers going crook on these. Now, where do I need to measure? I think it comes off B plus down to here, I think. We've got B plus to there, and the other side is, I think this is it here, I think. Yeah, here we go. Yes, the output transformer is definitely open. Looking at that, because that's one side of the primary coming from the HT. The other side, and we've got about 100 millivolts. So yeah, that output transformer is definitely open, as I suspected. Bloody typical. Looks like we've got the other voltages appear to be there. That's your cathode voltage. It's about right. 150 ohm cathode resistor there. What about to the detector of valve EBC? Oh, no, that's okay. All right, I've got like a speaker test box substitution. I'll bring that across, and I'll wire that in place and see if we get any sound out of it. Back in a tick. Right, so I've got my test speaker box hooked up. So pretty much wired across where the pretty much tapped across the primary of the output transformer on the L41's valve socket, and on the side here, yeah. So we've got pretty much low is just the speaker straight, high switches on a substitute output transformer, and I think high Z's for the high impedance speaker as well, high impedance setting as well, and it's no connection. So put it on the high settings. Obviously indicates that it's basically simulating a output transformer, which I mean there's one inside the box anyway. So right, let's power it on again and see if we get anything this time. Might give it a bit more volts actually. Right, actually might give it a bit more volts there. Give it 204 volts of mains and see what starts smoking. Yep, that's looking about right. I hear static from the speaker. I hear static. Thought so. Off it goes. Like I said, these little sets are bulletproof. Well, there you go. It's going. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. But yeah, no hum. So that filter kit must be okay. But I mean, I've got several of these sets. So yeah. Yeah, that tone control works. And there's the civil defence siren gone off again. So obviously there are things going on. But yeah, there you go. So this one works too. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Giving it full mains. Probably hasn't been plugged in decades. So yeah. Give that filter cap a damn good workout. It's probably reforming as we speak. But there you go. It's essentially, yep. So a speaker and an output transformer, and we have another functioning radio. Oh, there you go. Yeah, all right. I just thought I'd just very quickly just do a quick lash up on this thing and see if it goes. And well. So.
And here's the thing. NZ Comedy Fest with Best Foods Mayo starts this week. And the latest update from the
and it goes. And we have a smoking resistor. Why is that resistor smoking? You see that resistor smoking away? I don't know why that's smoking. There must be a cap or something's drawing a fair bit of current. I think I'll turn it off now. Might be a good idea. Why is that resistor smoking? Because the filter cap is getting warm. Okay, so obviously the filter cap didn't like having mains on it, having HT on it after a long period of time. But, oh, poor, that stinks too. Like I said, I would never do this to a customer set. It's my own chassis. I'm just playing around here. But, yeah, just one of those things. So, yeah, oh well. I think we'll call it quits. And now I'll go inside. It's cold and I'm hungry and need to cook tea. So, yeah. Oh, well, there's a nice little extra attack on the end of the last video. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed watching this little last video, and yeah, I'll catch you next time. Cheers.